Prepping for back to school in your art room? I created this emergency art sub-binder packed with templates, forms, and worksheets to help you kick off the school year right. The first thing your substitute will see is a welcome letter from you explaining what they'll find inside the sub-binder. The body text is editable, so feel free to customize it. In addition, you have the option to include your basic contact information at the bottom, such as email address and phone number. From here, all the sections are divided with colorful, eye-catching title pages. In the Schedules and Rosters section, you'll list up to 4 duties you perform every week. Each duty has room to type the name, the days of the week, and the times you carry them out, as well as any specific directions or explanations. For convenience, you can choose to lay out your schedule one of 2 ways. The first is a weekly schedule at a glance. There's room to add up to 9 periods in a day. Alternatively, you can use a daily schedule format. This is helpful if you know you'll be out beforehand. There are pages for every day of the school week. The next section of my art sub-binder is for seating charts and creating a map of your art room. In PowerPoint, all these furniture shapes are movable pieces representing tables, chairs, desks, doors, a smartboard, and even a sink. You'll copy and paste them onto the art room layout slide, and from there, follow the directions to change the size and color of each shape. You can even add text to label your tables by name. Then, slide your furniture around to arrange your art room. Once you have a map of your room, create a simple layout of your tables and put student names next to where they will sit. Each seating chart has a spot to list the class's information. Next, you'll outline your art room rules and procedures for your substitute teacher. The first section is for class rules and expectations. I've included some thoughts on what you might write in each text box. There are also text boxes to write about rewards, consequences, seating, setup and cleanup, and procedures about your art supplies. Additionally, I've listed out sections for restroom and hallway procedures, visiting the nurse or the school counselor, as well as an entire page to add any miscellaneous procedures not already outlined. Next, you'll add all your school's emergency policies and procedures into your art sub-binder. Those include drills for fire, lockdowns, and shelter in place, as well as late arrival and early dismissal. If your school has tornado drills, add that information here. I've left room for additional information on 2 separate pages. If you don't have tornado drills but do have additional information to add, just use the second page. And lastly, you'll make a list of all the important contacts in the school, such as the principal, school nurse, counselor, or head of special services. There's room to write their name, phone number, and extension. Next, you'll lay out specific information about your tech devices in your art room. There are spaces in the template to write anything you need in regards to your computer, projector, smartboard, and any other technology you use, such as iPads. The following 2 pages allow you to add photos in case your tech devices have some quirks you need to explain with visuals. Now let's check out the subplans. I created divider pages that are bracketed, such as kindergarten through 2nd grade. But you'll also receive dividers with just 1 grade level listed too. The remainder of the art sub-binder includes all the worksheets, handouts, and paper crafts you'll assign classes while you're absent. Leaving kindergarten subplans is tough, so I designed these paper crafts. Kids will color, cut, and glue all the parts to create a cute art supply. There are printables to build a paint can, a thick paintbrush, a paint palette, a thin paintbrush, and a squirting paint tube. This art sub-binder also includes 20 roll-a-dice games for students of all ages. I've also included 40 design-your-own worksheets for both elementary and middle school. Basically, students will draw and color to design things like a snow globe, t-shirt, socks, and so on. I've created these activities to be engaging and age-appropriate. Upper elementary kids will love designing their own candy bar wrapper or sneaker, and middle schoolers will totally dig drawing their own trucker hat, hoodie, or game controller. The very last section has 20 step-by-step worksheets for early finishers. students follow the steps to copy the picture. Most of the worksheets have an area at the bottom to do the drawing. There are several worksheets with 9 steps for kids who enjoy an artistic challenge. And for that art substitute who has never played a roll a dice game, there's a handout explaining what's needed and how to play the game. At the end of every lesson, your substitute art teacher will fill out a sub-report form explaining how the class performed. They'll rate them as either excellent, good, fair, or poor. There's room to write notes and places to list students who were late, absent, helpful, or disruptive. Let me know if you have any questions.